Hi, I'm Mike, and welcome to the New York International Motorcycle Show, brought to you by Motivation USA, bringing you the most anticipated bikes of 2020. Let's see what we got. Guys, we're currently out here in the New York Motorcycle Show with Ken. He's going to give us a little bit of a rundown with this new hyper naked category that's going on at the moment. 200 bhp for everybody.
That's right. Yeah, we've got the new for 2020 Kawasaki Z H2. It's our latest supercharged model, as you said, taking the super naked segment and making it a hyper naked with the supercharger. So it is our balanced supercharger, so it still has that exhilarating power, but it's also meant to have a lot more torque down low for inner city, low RPM riding, which makes it a very, very exciting motor. And I mean, as you can see, the trellis frame, the cutaway, it's one of the first Ninja bikes to have that supercharged look, the big ram air injector. So it's a beautiful motorcycle, and we're excited to add another supercharged model in our lineup.
What can you tell us about the TFT display? It's a little bit smaller than some of the other ones I've seen so far, but what kind of information do you expect to get from you, and also is it customizable?
Yes, it is. So our TFT screen is 4.3 inches. It has full Bluetooth connectivity through our Rideology app, so you can connect with the motorcycle through your app, and from that you can make many different changes. You can change the power modes, the traction control. You can also look back at a GPS log of your riding. So it allows you to kind of enhance that riding experience. It also has interchangeable screens from black to white, white to black. There's a ride mode versus a street mode, giving you different readouts, throttle position, brake position, lean angle, a lot of different electronics that you can flip through and customize how you want that setting to look.
It seems to be like a running theme with newest bikes for 2020. You have anti-lock brake, of course. You have riding modes, TFT dash, anti-wheelie, of course, right? So you have one there. Quick shifter. What can you tell me about that as well?
Yeah, so this has our full electronic suite, which is all powered through our Bosch IMU. Okay. So that gives you your intelligent braking system. So it's a level above ABS that actually senses the pitch of the motorcycle and will adjust the brake, but it's very intuitive. It's not intrusive for the rider. It also has our corner management function, which is exclusive to Kawasaki. Again, looking at the angle of the ride and the throttle position and the brake position. As you're coming in, if you're coming in too hot to a corner, it'll actually adjust slightly the amount of brake pressure and throttle. Again, intuitive, you would never even know it if it was doing it, but just to help the rider kind of experience and harness this supercharged engine.
So it has corner ABS, right?
Yep.
All right, awesome. So the other thing is it ride by wire, or we're looking at more traditional?
This model does have the cruise function. It is electronic throttle valve, so It's not cable.
All right, perfect.
So it also features our electronic throttle valves, and that allows it to have the cruise control function, but also allows just even throttle application and limits that any sort of lag from the cable, any sort of stretch function. So it's all controlled by the IMU.
What can you tell me with ergonomics when it comes to this bike? Because I know the H2 itself is pretty aggressive, and it requires a dedicated rider that's either hitting the track or going really hard all the time.
Yep.
This is going to be more of your everyday approach, I'm assuming.
Correct. So the ergonomics of this bike are a little more upright, but our Z family has what's called our Tsugomi styling, and that's a combination of an aggressive look for that naked segment, but it's also meant to allow the rider to kind of feel one with the motorcycle. So it has a very deep rider pocket, but an upright stance, but you're basically straddling the engine to kind of feel one with the machine. And although this is a 998cc inline 4 engine with the trellis frame and the tapered design and the deep pocket, when you throw a leg over it, it feels very nimble, very light. So although it's a leader bike with a supercharger, it doesn't feel extremely heavy and allows you to kind of feel very nimble. So that's the design elements through this that you see.
What are you looking at in terms of dry and then wet weight?
Curb weight of this machine is just over 500 pounds, 527. But again, because of the way the trellis frame is designed and the ergos are designed, it really doesn't feel like a heavy bike at all. It is a very nimble feeling.
Okay, my last question for you before we close this out is Supercharger. This is kind of a Kawi thing only, right? At the moment.
Yes.
So what does it require maintaining a bike like this? Is it a little bit more work, or does it cost more for somebody that's stepping into this realm of Supercharged that are new to it?
For us, for Kawasaki, we pride ourselves on our durability and our craftsmanship in our machines. So we've took a lot of time in the R&D of this machine to not run into any mechanical issues above and beyond normal maintenance. So the way that the Supercharger, it's really just an addition to that 998cc inline 4. So you're getting that RAM injector, but everything, all the pieces of the Supercharger are designed by Kawasaki exclusively for this motor. So we're not just taking a Supercharger and snapping it on. It's all designed to work together. So we haven't seen any issues so far. So maintenance-wise, it's your same regular maintenance. There's no special, there's no additional, cooler elements or anything like that the customer would need to worry about. And you're getting all of this package for $17,000.
Oh, okay. Just below your hyper naked, insane amount of money.
Correct. Correct. But to have a supercharged 1000cc machine with all the latest electronics, top of the line Brembo brakes, it's an extremely valuable package.
All right, guys, and this is Ken and Mike. If you want to grab any accessories for this motorcycle, if you're planning to grab it in 2020, check out motivationusa.com. Only place to shop for accessories. Thanks, man.
You got it. Cheers.
Awesome.